How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 2, Episode 2 of Daredevil Born Again. This episode is titled Shoot the Moon. Yeah, last episode was, I'd say, a return to form. You know, it felt like a nice continuation of Season 1, but it felt like one of the better episodes from Season 1. We got to see Daredevil attack the Northern Star, which was like a cargo ship, where Fisk was smuggling in weapons, or smuggling out weapons. I think it was smuggling in, because he was smuggling it into Red Hook, right? But, you know, Matt, with his new suit, his double Ds, infiltrated the ship capsized, and then the captain of the ship went into hiding. He was caught by the anti-vigilante task force. He was then killed by Buck. There's like this fake Fisk, like, making news reports, which I'm pretty sure is BB, right? Who else would it be? And then the episode ended with Cherry being attacked by the anti-vigilante task force. Daredevil came to the rescue. Cherry started having a heart attack. Matt started having, I guess you could say, PTSD or trauma, because he heard, you know, Cherry's heartbeat, and then he flashed back to Foggy, like, and his heartbeat. Matt was knocked out. He was unmasked. Some of the members of the anti-vigilante task force found out that he was Daredevil, and then they were killed pretty quickly by Bullseye. Bullseye saved Matt. But yeah, that's where we left off, with Bullseye saving Matt, and maybe Cherry could be dead. I don't know. He was having a heart attack. No idea. We also had the introduction of Mr. Charles, who works for DeFontaine. And apparently they've confirmed that this is set after Thunderbolts, which doesn't make any sense. Because it's like, why would she be under investigation after Thunderbolts? Unless Daredevil Born Again goes after Thunderbolts, because it starts during it, or just before, and then towards the end of Season 2 it becomes after Thunderbolts, maybe. Yeah, we also had BB interact with Karen. Karen and Matt are together, and Heather's having some kind of issues relating to Muse. She's seeing Muse potentially being possessed by him, because that was a comic arc in the comics. So, we'll see what happens there. But yeah, let's get into it. We've got 2 episodes this week, so I'm going to do what I did with Andor, which is react to 1 episode today, which is Wednesday, get it uploaded hopefully, and then the next episode should be tomorrow, Thursday. Well, actually, I'm going to react to 2 episodes today and then upload 1 per day. So yeah, I mean, that sums it all up. So let's stop dilly-dallying around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode.
Not everything I write is under my name.
She's 100% the fake Fisk.
I hate them, Mr. Murdoch.
She's definitely going to be in this episode. A lot of people thought that was Frank, but I know Frank's not in the season, so who else was it going to be? It's obviously going to be Bullseye. Is Cherry dead, though? No. Oh. I don't know, I always love shots like that where he's just on a roof. You're welcome. Is that Bullseye? Or Dex?
Maggie, yes, she's on a sabbatical year in Rome.
Hey, they brought fucking Matt's mother up. At least we know where she is. Is that the church where he killed Father Lard? Ah, the blue! And the flies, the buzzing. What? I wouldn't want to train Fisk. Fuck that.
Gotta get you ready for fight night.
I don't think he needs to be ready for fight night. He could just punch a guy once and his head would explode.
I thought you were tougher than that. Maybe you should.
Are you an idiot? Are you dumb? Either he's a new trainer, or he doesn't know who Fisk is. I thought you were tougher than that. Like, he's got no one to take his anger out on except you. Dumbass. I do feel like some of the city should start turning red in this intro once Daredevil starts fighting Fisk back, because it's like Fisk is breaking the city apart, and then Daredevil repairs it and it starts like turning red.
So each body Poindexter drops is just another hung on me.
Yeah, and it pisses off Fisk. So
He was saving you.
He doesn't want me dead.
those task force psychos put a bullet in his head.
Karen, that's not how
I imagine you feel the same.
Well, I mean, Matt killed him, technically. He was dead for like a minute. Or a few seconds.
We need to get to Ariana.
Hell yeah.
What? Throw a Vestinger? Why?
You know, you would have much more influence over the situation. And he and Matt Murdock are one and the same.
Damn, so fucking Buckners.
Daredevil. He's an easy sell as enemy of the people. A blind man who saved my life. I don't think so.
Plus, I don't know if people would buy it. Like, a blind man is Daredevil? Like, what?
Masked vigilante known as Bullseye.
He's not a vigilante, though.
Because Matt Murdock is a hero.
Would have been some shit if he just said, Matt Murdock is Daredevil.
Our way of life.
Now everyone's going to be looking for Matt.
I don't know. If you ask me, Daredevil did it.
I mean, technically, Matt was responsible for that boat being capsized, but still.
Are you going to show it to the mayor? These blips, they're unsubstantiated.
Blips.
Is it on your laptop?
Hell no. Find it, plug it, and we move on. It's gonna be okay. I really do respect your advice. Appreciate that, Papa.
Yeah, because, I mean, Daniel doesn't know what Fisk is like.
We're wanted by both sides now.
I'm honestly surprised Fisk waited so long to do that, though. Like, he could have done that months ago.
I have Buck to augment my usual.
Buck, yes.
Say it like I see it, sir.
Oh, here's to that.
God, I can't wait until he gets killed. Also, their vest kind of looks like the Punisher skull.
I understand he's a Metro General.
Yeah,
I want you to kill him.
Well, I like to shoot the moon, sir.
Name of the episode. Also, how the fuck is he still alive? What? That's Cole, right?
I want back in, man. I need to.
How is he alive? A grenade came in, and then the apartment blew up, and he was knocked out, hand stuck on the wall.
How many people died in that asshole lawyer's place?
Well, I mean, Punisher, but you almost died too because your own guys threw a fucking grenade in.
What the fuck is this, Jurassic Park?
You bringing the pizza? Or should we still have Roxanne do it?
Yeah, these guys are a part of the resistance, right?
You fucking kidding? Nope. That explains a lot.
Hey, but don't sweat it. How?
Fucking Dex. Oh, he's got the bullseye on his head. I love the blue. It's such a simple little trick, but I love it. I still wish he actually looked like his comic book version. Have us see his chin, you know, because he's got a fucking insane facial structure just for it to be hidden under that mask.
Be part of this resistance bullshit.
Yeah.
Vigilantes, there is no resistance. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
You're not ready for it, and you spin out of control. They found this on Commissioner Gallo's body.
What?
It'll be the last thing you ever did.
Fisk.
Daniel, you are the deputy mayor of communications.
You need to be on this shit.
Is there anyone in this building that you feel the need to protect?
Yeah.
You.
You.
Good answer. Thank you, Daniel.
Good answer.
Good answer then. Is it him? Is Daniel the fake kingpin?
Have you ever been in the same room with Benjamin Poindexter?
I mean, I don't think a gun's gonna stop Dex. Before you even start aiming, he's killed you.
Thank you.
Hey, even Vanessa's saying, thank you, Buck. Oh, aspect ratio. Finally, Netflix version.
Diapers.
Yeah, they weren't there when I was on the ship.
Yeah, the guns are probably inside the diapers. Bald head again. That's 2 episodes in a row now where it's just fucking focused on the back of his head.
I believe that I can do
Anything.
New Yorkers have a short memory.
True.
You have an heir.
I mean, Fisk does have multiple kids in the comics, right?
They were obligated to make global impact.
He wants to take over the world.
Do you need to conquer?
All of them.
How many are there?
Yep.
If Fisk gets the guns off the boat and into Red Hook, they disappear. I gotta get into the port.
No.
He could easily get in there, I feel like. Last time he was weak, he was shot. This time he's able to fight. And he's Daredevil, he can just sneak in and out.
It was who he was.
Idiota peligroso.
Yeah, but you still loved him.
And I'd be dead.
Well, I mean, that was your fault that you got caught by Muse, though. Alright, that's a bit excessive.
Limpien eso, no es su casa.
The fuck? Oh, great.
That's assaulting an officer.
Not too far from reality, even though this was a comic arc anyway. So, just seeing Matt's grinning face in the background of that shot. Wait, so they didn't even take the kid that... Did they take the store owner? Like, why did he take her?
He has very strong feelings about your husband. Frank Castle or Daredevil killed Matt.
No, I don't.
I can't wait until Heather finds out that Matt's Daredevil. It's gonna happen. And she's gonna look like a fucking idiot. Is Dex watching her? Vanessa's dead. I think Dex is gonna kill her. Because, I mean, Vanessa dies in the comics, right? And obviously he wants revenge for Julie, so he takes away Fisk's Julie. Also, it's amazing he's got the bullseye there.
Hello?
She's got a bat. Why wouldn't she put the bat by her desk, bro?
If anybody's there, I'm not playing.
She's in shock.
They took her. Won't work. The task force took her, and people usually disappear when that happens.
That's it, isn't it?
Angela.
Why is it just out there? Like right in perfect view. Pass on the legacy. Fisk versus Matterhorn, did that say?
It's a working dinner.
That's such an empty flat. What? There's like a chair there, like a massive chair, but then there's nothing that side. But what?
Daniel, this is great.
You took one bite of one piece of food. Like, where the fuck did he just come from?
Are you looking for me?
How did that man stealth?
You know what that is?
City without fear.
Maybe even off my laptop.
You're the only one who had access to my laptop.
You could get hurt. We could get hurt.
You're scared of him, aren't you?
Obviously. What if Daniel's going to be valuable to taking down Fisk?
What if the rumors are true? About Gallo? About my uncle?
It's not even rumours, though. Wasn't it confirmed that he killed Ben Urich?
Sometimes it's better not to know or to ask.
You did the right thing, Sheila.
I mean, that's confirmation for Sheila that he killed Gallo, right? Do you think Josie knows that Matt's Daredevil? I mean, he's still using his glasses and cane.
Maybe some people are worried about Cherry. Don't be.
The Matrix.
Vigilantes.
Every criminal is suddenly a vigilante now.
There's nothing to worry about.
Well, it's either Daniel or it's BB. It's BB. Uh-oh. Blue. Like, does she know that Dex is gonna be looking for her? Why do they always lock in with the Dex scenes? Like, cinematography-wise. Oh, the light... Did the lights just turn blue there? I mean, it's a dream. Ah! For Julie.
I don't know how to get you into Red Hook.
Just sneak in.
You are my home.
Never think we'd end up here.
There are worse places.
I like the back and forth. The parallels.
I hate the feeling of sand between my toes.
It's irritating.
Do you really think that we could live outside of all this?
I do.
Vanessa's dead. 100% Vanessa's dead. She's getting a lot of screen time. And like emotional moments with Fisk and stuff. Talking about how she wants to have a kid. Oh. I'm locked in. Oh. Why are they taking Josie? Nice. She's just walking away. Ooh! That was sick. Oh, the action is so good. The choreography is so much better than season 1. I love his yells. Cinema. Holy fuck. Alright, well that man's got brain damage. I don't even know. Also, how did he get changed that quick? Fisk. You? Muse is still alive. He did that. Hello. Did she take that task force member?
I have something to show you.
I've got one of them, but how did she take him? If she knocked him out, did she drag him back? Wait, is this Frank's hideout?
Maybe it's time we started hunting them.
Get information out of him about Red Hook. If he knows anything about it. Not sure how she managed to get him there. Without anyone seeing, but, you know. I don't know where people are getting this idea that the season starts slow. Like, compared to last season, like, we're actually doing shit. Like, we're out of Josie's now because it's no longer safe. Because the task force know. Now we're trying to get into Red Hook. Probably have to save all the prisoners. Dex is doing his own thing. Fuck knows what. He went to the church where he killed Father... Lantham? Right? Something like that. He's looking for Maggie. Which I'm glad they brought that up. Because I was always a bit concerned about like them never having her involved. Because I mean, Matt brought her up last season. In the bank episode. But then after that, like, there's just been nothing. So I'm glad they've kind of confirmed where she is and why she isn't involved. Which is weird considering Matt's gone missing. Like, why would she go to Rome, you know, after what's happening? But I guess maybe Matt told her to do that to keep her safe. Just in case, you know, Fisk or Dex went looking for her. Like, it just feels like there's a sense of direction. Like, the side characters actually have a decent amount to do. Like, they've brought Angela back, they've brought back the White Tiger situation, so they're going to continue that legacy of the White Tiger. Obviously, they show how the task force abuse civilians, just overdoing, like, tiny things. Like, I think the task force maybe would have been in the right if they just took the kid that was trying to steal. But then they take the woman that just put her hands on this officer because he was going he's been a bit too excessive with it. You know, they knocked the store owner out. It's his store. You know what I mean? These kids are fucking about. Like, he kind of has the right to maybe do that. You know, they're stealing from him. Like, he's trying to get them out of the store. And then the police just come in and just fucking knock him out. Like, what? I don't know if they took him too. Did they take the bodega guy? I think they did. And now they're in Red Hook, which is fucking wild. I hope the whole season isn't just, like, based around getting people out of Red Hook. Because I think that would be a bit of a letdown. But we know 100% that Fisk isn't mayor in Brand New Day. And Brand New Day is set after this season. So we know Fisk is going to be done with when it comes to him being a mayor. Which does kind of suck, because we probably won't have, like, the proper Devil's Reign story arc. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of obvious that BB was the fake Fisk. Like, I think that was obvious, right? It was either her or it was going to be Daniel, but they were kind of seeding it too much that it could be Daniel. So then it was obvious it was going to be BB. Like, she uses her BB, what was it, what's she call it, the BB, like, news report thing? I can't remember what they call it. Yeah, like, she uses that as a front, and not everything is written in her name, as she said last season. It is interesting that the Gallows situation came into effect again 6 months after it happened. I mean, it's confirmation to Sheila that he was killed by Fisk. Because she invited him out, and then suddenly he's dead. 6 months later, like, or his body shows up. And I think even Daniel suspects it, like, oh, Gallo's dead? And Gallo was questioning Fisk, like, it's kind of obvious. And I guess with the way Fisk has been threatening Daniel, like, if you ever betray me, it'll be the last thing you ever do. Yeah, the choreography is so much better this season compared to last season. But I'll give them some leeway, because last season everything was rushed. We do know 100% that they only had, I think, like 9 days or something. 10 days to film all the overhaul stuff. Or post-overhaul stuff. I don't know if that includes episode 8 and 9 and episode 1. I doubt they would have had 10 days to film 3 episodes. That doesn't seem right to me. Because usually it takes about 7 days per episode to film. Usually. I think. Unless it means they had 9 days to redo all the Vanessa scenes, stitch together certain things in like the episodes that have already been shot, and then have a new intro to the season. Because then that would explain why, like, you know, the Daredevil and Bullseye fight in season 1 was very CGI heavy. You know? Because they just didn't have a lot of time to fully choreograph it in time. Yeah, the scene where he saved Josie, I think that was the first official... I don't know if it was the first official shot of the season, but I remember seeing, like, set pictures of it, of him in the Daredevil costume, and then it was, like, the big reveal of the double Ds, and it was like, oh, yes! Finally. It's a good... I mean, it's just the suit from last season, right? And I think we're seeing a little bit more red show up in the suit, which I do like. Hopefully towards the end of the season, like, he's just got a massive streak of red down him. Yeah, I don't know what that... I guess it'd be a coach, right? I mean, I'm not too familiar with the boxing stuff, but, like, the boxing coach, the trainer, why would you push Fisk like that? Do you not know who this man is? He crushed a guy's head with his hands, you know? Pissing him off. He's fought Daredevil. He's fought Bullseye. He bashed a guy's head in with a car door. He pulled off a car door in Hawkeye. He tanked a bullet to the head. Do you not know who you're fucking with? Why would you push him when he's clearly irritated about something? And even when he was training him, like, I think the amount of protection that trainer had was a lot. All it takes is Fisk just to get a little bit pissed off and you're fucked. He doesn't need a trainer. As evident from that just one punch, he just could punch his opponent in the ring and he'd be dead. But obviously he probably has to hold back a little bit to make it seem like he's getting beat and put a little bit of a show on for the public, I guess. So I guess that's what's going to be happening either in the next episode or later on in the season, right? A boxing match. I mean, I don't know if I want to keep the review shorter because obviously we've got episode 3 to watch. But I'm so curious what's going to happen with Dex. He's killing the anti-vigilante task force in the hospital like he was protecting Cherry. And then obviously he saved Matt last episode. And then obviously Vanessa's seeing Dex. But also Dex is actually watching Vanessa. I think we all know why. Fisk killed Julie. And obviously Dex wants to... Like, last season he tried to kill Fisk. He failed. But now he wants to kill Vanessa because killing Vanessa will hurt Fisk more than anything else. Right? Because you took away Julie, I'm going to take away your Julie. And in the comics, I'm pretty sure Vanessa dies a lot. Right? Like, obviously, Into the Spider-Verse, she's dead. Right? Like, that's Fisk's whole, like, story arc in that film. Like, he wants to bring his, you know, Vanessa and his kid back. I think even in the Insomniac games, I think Vanessa's dead, right? Because there's like I don't know if it's like flowers or little like memorial thing for Vanessa. And in the comics, I think either she dies of cancer or she's killed. It's one or the other. So she's supposed to die, which then would make it so Fisk isn't held back. And he's going to become more like Kingpin from the comics. Without Vanessa, he's going to become unhinged. And more dangerous and that could tie into him revealing that Matt Murdock is Daredevil. I mean, they kind of already played around with it this episode, right? He didn't want to reveal it to the public because obviously Matt Murdock saved his life and it'd kind of be contradictory with his messaging, right? Like, Daredevil's a vigilante, he's the villain, but he's also the man that saved my life. Like, it's a little bit weird. But if Vanessa is killed, that was the one thing stopping Fisk in a way revealing Matt's identity. Because I think the promise in season 3 of the Netflix show was like, Matt told Fisk, stay away from Foggy Nelson and Karen, and then I won't put your wife in prison because she orchestrated the death of Agent Ray Nadeem. And if you reveal my identity, I'll put her in prison or whatever. Like that, I think that was the whole thing from the season 3 finale. So without Vanessa, Fisk, like, he's got nothing else to lose other than his mayorship. But without Vanessa, I don't think he gives a fuck about being mayor anymore. There is a comic arc in Daredevil where, like, obviously Daredevil's in prison. We've talked about that. They could do that. Like, his identity is revealed. They've seeded it last episode with him having his mask pulled off, which is like the only time that's ever been done. And then seeding like, oh, Vanessa's being hunted by Bullseye, or Bullseye's like stalking her and planning his kill, right? I mean, he could have easily killed her when he saw her through that window. He could have easily taken the shot and just got rid of her. But he's biding his time for a reason. He's waiting for his moment. Maybe he could do it at the boxing fucking... I mean, I don't know if Vanessa would show up for that, but I mean, to support her husband, I assume she would show up. But yeah, I could definitely see Vanessa being killed this season. Because, like, she's getting a lot of screen time, which isn't necessarily a weird thing. I mean, she's had a lot of screen time throughout the Daredevil show and stuff, but it's been very minimal. And the way, like, her dialogue is, it definitely feels like they're seeding something that could be the end of her character. Or she's going to get gravely injured. Something's going to happen to her that's going to make Fisk not hold back. He's going to reveal Matt's identity. Matt's going to go to prison, but not before defeating Fisk as mayor, because obviously Brand New Day kind of spoiled that, the trailer. But then because Matt's identity as Daredevil has been revealed, the Hand, who show up in Brand New Day, go to the prison that Matt's in to hunt him down, to get revenge on what happened in Defenders and stuff, and killing Nobu and shit, or being responsible for the death of Nobu, I guess. Spider-Man has to save him in prison, and then Daredevil and Spider-Man have to work together to fight the Hand, alongside Frank, but Matt maybe stays in prison, and then obviously season 3 of Born Again is set in prison, in adapting like the comic arc, where he puts, like, I can't remember what the arc is, he's got like a massive beard, and he's in like a prison uniform, and he's got like the mask on and shit. And then I think someone else takes his mantle while he's in prison, I think. I think Brand New Day, really hurts the narrative of this season, because we kind of know what might be happening. We know Mayor Fisk isn't a thing, because there's no way... You know, Sheila's alive. She's giving Spider-Man the key to the city. That's not going to happen if Fisk is still around. Yet again, Sony being shit at trailers, I guess, is just the problem. They just reveal too much information in their trailers. Even though I think it's a very, like, you blink and you miss it, right, with Sheila, but still, if you see it, you recognise the face, it's like, oh yeah, that's her. So, like, you're not really worried about her character, but then it's also, like, it confirms that Fisk isn't going to be mayor. But if there's any film Fisk could show up in, it's Spider-Man, right? But I'm not sure... I mean, I know Sony have the rights to a lot of Spider-Man villains, but how did that work with the Daredevil movie back in the day? Who had the rights to Kingpin in that? Because Kingpin showed up in the Ben Affleck Daredevil. I guess after that, maybe the rights went back to Sony? Or maybe Sony made a deal with Fox to have Kingpin show up in that? I do feel like we should have more villains in Daredevil, though. Like, I was kind of hoping they'd do more with Muse. That was kind of short-lived. Like, he wasn't really a long-running villain in the comics either, but I just wish... You know, I think Bullseye could be a villain for a whole season, you know? But maybe he just works better as, like, a secondary antagonist / protagonist, I guess. He's helping out Matt. We don't know why yet. Obviously, that'll probably be revealed later on in the season. But yeah, I do wonder if, like, that dinner scene with BB and Daniel's gonna have any value. Like, Daniel's afraid of Fisk, so I wonder if, like, eventually he's gonna turn on Fisk, and maybe that's gonna get him killed. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this review a little bit shorter, even though we did kind of yap for a decent amount of time, because we've got to react to episode 3. So the plan, like I said in the intro, is going to be episode 2 today, episode 3 tomorrow, kind of like what I did with Andor, and then we'll be back to it next week with episode 4, which at that point we're halfway through the season next week. But I've heard after next episode, episode 3, apparently the season picks up. But like so far, it doesn't feel like the season's that slow. So I don't know where people are coming from with that angle of it being slow. Like, is it slow? Like, it's slow, but every season of Daredevil starts slow, but it's still better than last season. Even though last season I don't think was bad in the first 3 episodes, I kind of enjoyed like the lawyer stuff in the first 3 episodes and the White Tiger trial. I kind of liked that last season. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to go react to episode 3 now. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you for the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.